up everyone and welcome to another video. So this video is going to be a match reflection on the next day and Southampton upcoming. So let's talk about my match reflection at the Southampton Stadium. Big win in OX4. So it's Oxford United 0, Sheffield United 1. Big win now. I know if we would have got points on board, it was just gonna be another routine win. Or if we would have won anyway before that, just another routine win. But since we're on the bottom and we've got that monkey off his back, so let's talk about it. So Sheffield United coming into it and on the foot of the table, 24th, no wins, no points, all losses, and surely it couldn't be a 007. So let's talk into it. The lineup were Cooper in goal, me, Tanganga and McGuinness in the central defence, and the wing backs were Ogbene on the right and Harrison Burrows on the left. In the middle at Park, it was supposed to be Chong and Peck, I believe, but Chong had a injury. I think his knee must have locked, I'm not too sure. And then, did I say Chong? I mean Peck, yeah. It was Samari and Peck. I've just addressed. Is like, Chong is 15 minutes to go, like basically just had his knee locked in training. So, and Samari, I thought he did quite well, to be fair. I know there were his fans like criticising him, but he must have not been sharp. But I like to see more of Samari, if I'm honest. I really do. And, you know, I've seen a lot more of Peck. Peck played a good game yesterday. Still at points in the first couple. Still at like faults in the game, but they're not perfect. Then it were Callum O'Hare, going on to him in a bit. Then I believe it was Gustavo Harmer, and then up front, well, it were Gustavo Harmer, and then up front it were Tyrese Campbell on his own. So first off, it were all for Oxford. Oxford like should have been and could have been home and hosed. But then I just want to say how he just won all them duels, all them like overthrow balls. How he says 35, he's shown that he's a Premier League quality player. So the dangers for Sheffield, for Sheffield United by Oxford were Placheta. He were making everything work. He were making sure that everywhere he goes, he made sure he were getting the ball and causing some problems for our defence, feeding it to, I believe it were Will Lancashire and that Belgian midfielder, dictator, whatever you call him. Then I just was saying to people, I was thinking to myself, just go in half time on a 0-0. Just go 0-0 on half time, because it will do us a world of good. So we went into half time 0-0, and basically, I don't know what's been said is, I think Wilder, and I'm sure Callum O'Hare said in his interview that Chris said to us at half time that, come on lads, you know you're better than this. Along with some lines of that. So they come out, it looked like a completely different team, to be fair, what United have been showing last 7 games under Chris Wilder were against Charlton, but the 5 games prior to that, I do think whatever they said at half time, it worked. So United come out looking more resilient, looking more like a squad that played with each other for a long time. Then it was, I believe, Callum Chiadozie Benny. No. I think Campbell around the 50th minute. If he would have like buried that, it would have done him a world of good. But it's just one of those things. Confidence. It might have been in first half. I can't remember. Yeah, we're in first half. But like in the 65th minute, I believe, around 65th, 64th, whatever, Chiadozie Benny did a right charge down the line. I think he was fed through by Sidipek, I believe, or somewhere around there. Like, he proper took on his man. I thought he was out. I thought he were out, and basically he just kept it in by a whisker, and I mean by a whisker of a fraction. Like, so it were falling to Tyrese Campbell. Tyrese Campbell missed it, and no other than Callum O'Hare. Just cool as you like, just not absolutely launched it into the back of the net, just fed it into a bottom corner, which, but I don't care how much they come, how they can come off the backside for all I care against. So yeah, and then United just, I didn't remember this, but I know people said apparently Sidipek and Callum O'Hare went, calm down, we want the points, don't do anything too rash. And then, not really to focus about, like, Gustavo Harmer had a few shots, which, if he would have done better, we would have been home and hosed. We would have got... Things with United, I'm not going to complain about them, but I just wish we just could, like, take them... I just wish we could, like, basically have it done and dusted before the 80th minute. And if you get 2 back, oh well, but it makes me feel a lot more comfortable if we would have gone in 2-0 up in last 9 minutes. Because I just think, I know as well as 2-0 being a dangerous scoreline, I just think, I calm my nerves a bit, United. Do you know what I mean? I know I'm not going to complain for what I've just seen that dire 5 games ago. From 5 games ago onwards before Charlton. But in the last dying minutes, talk about substitutions. So it was, I think, Tom Cannon came on for Tyrese Campbell, Sam McCallum came on for Harrison Burrows. Then I think it was, who came on after? You know what? My mind's just... Gustavo Harmer, Femi Siriki came on for him. Samari came off for Matos, who I thought basically controlled the game ever since he came on. So yeah, then it was more backs to wall in last 30th, not 30, what? It was backs to wall for last 5-10 minutes of added time. It was all Oxford. Oxford basically charged. They nearly scored on the 90th plus minute due to I think it was Summit Lee. I don't know his first name. It hit the post. I think Cooper tipped it onto the post from what I've saw. So that's just my match reflect and how it felt to get that win under his belts and under his get our season just be started again is absolutely amazing. So at the end of the game, what I've noticed is when Chris Wilder, he was talking to Hellick, and I think saying, you're coming to Lane in January, which we need him. Ben Mee's good, but I don't think he can carry on as he's getting older. No disrespect to him, but he's is like 35, and he's my man at match from yesterday's game. So like it were a routine win, and this is onto me Southampton now. In this video, onto Southampton. I would like to see same lineup as yesterday. Like I think no, I'd like to see a 5-3. No, flipping hell, got off again. Same lineup as yesterday. Whatever happened, like team talks, just do that. Same stuff. Tweak it a little bit. If Ings is fit, just put Tyrese Campbell out of firing line for a bit. To be fair, put Danny Ings up, and I do believe we can edge it. But however, Southampton are a different side to Oxford. No disrespect to Oxford, they've got some unbelievably class players, and they're on in a false position. And we could say we are after yesterday, but Southampton have got good players like Cam Archer, Dibbling, Tom Fellows, Finazaz, and so on and so on. And they've got some players what can hurt us. Oh, Armstrong, Bazunu, I think Bazunu, Mateus Fernandez. They could have left, but I've not really looked at Southampton's players as of yet. I know they've got Howard Bellis, who's a good defender. I would have cried out for him if he would have got up to we would have got up to Premier League, but hey ho. So yeah, I do believe that we should basically just keep us backs against walls, show a resilient fight, get another point, or at least 3 points on board. So this is for me score predictions. I think it's going to be Sheffield United 2, Southampton 1. And I know I've not really done it in depth for Southampton, it being so quick, and obviously I've got work in morning and I won't be able to have time to do another vlog, because I'm going to edit this one, and I've got one to edit, and I've got a match day vlog to edit as well. Hey ho. So if you like what you see, I'm not going to basically go all out on this one. If you like what you see, please like, share and subscribe for more content. All your subscribers, all your sharers, all your likes and comments does really make me smile. And on TikTok as well, if you're not aware, it's Maury Copblade on TikTok if you want to check that out. I've done a lot of work on that, and as always, come on you red and white wizards, you blades, come on.